Oh, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome back to Arsenic Candy Gaming, and welcome back to the Caves of Khud. We've just explored our way around the Stilt Grounds. There were a few merchants that may be interesting later down the line, some ichor merchants, some schematic merchants. Not that we have the skills required for schematic merchants to be of any use to us, but there you go. We may well get there. I'm not sure that we will. We have low intelligence. Hey. We are coming up on a fourth mutation point now, so I would very much like to see if we can pick up domination or dominate mind in order that we might be able to exert a bit more control over our followers, but we'll worry about that in a little while, I guess. For now, I guess we said that we were going to go and speak to our pal in here and go and find out about Balar, didn't we? Lilyheart, the Hindran Pariah. Hold a moment, friend. Are you looking for work? I am. Lovely. Take a seat. Chew the bark with me and I will tell you what I know. I've heard tell that my ancestral home, Balar, is in some kind of trouble. They've opened their borders for the first time I know of and are specifically looking to hire Kendrin. That's their word for outsiders like you. Would you be willing to go and see what they need? Very well. I will go to Balar as you ask. Apparently, we need no more information. We require no, we're just going to go straight in. Bless you, friend. I feel better knowing that at least one Kendrin will reach back to aid my kin. They're on the cusp of a new fate, and I wish to see it while I yet live. Let me advise you of Balar's location. And here is a little chewboon for your trouble. Thank you very much. A yonder cane. We will take some of your free food, though. So we get some heat resist and reflect 3 damage at our attackers. Is there anything else we wanted to do? We do want to look for Tarawa. Is that somewhere that we know of its location currently? Let's have a look. I'm guessing not. I can't remember if I've ever seen Tarawa anyway. I'm sure we'll work out eventually. Anyway, for now, let's just chip on over to Balar. There was a current location. There was a handy merchant just below the Stilt Grounds, who is a Barathramite Arcanaut. But we can't chat to him because we don't have any oil. Which is a shame. Oh, actually, let's get back up and see if we can get anything worth doing from a water ritual with our friend here. So he's hated by crabs and he's admired by goat folk. Okay, and he's loved by pariahs. There is little more to this being than a bundle of spindly limbs, patchy pale green fur and bone-white skin. The severely mutated deerkin surveys their surroundings with languid eyes, one of Khud's most delicate creatures, living unconcerned among the saltworth and toughened. Well, let's see what we can get from it. We share our water with Lilyheart, Hindran Pariah, and begin the water ritual. Cool. You have nothing too interesting for me, but thank you. We will be careful. Cheerio. I mean, do we travel? We'll go across the map. I don't want to come across too many troubles. Is the Rumir Grove. There we go. Well, this looks like a friendly place, so that's not too bad. Hello, apple farmer. How art thou? We ask about the location, and we're no longer lost. Are there any informations we should know about our ability to proselytize, etc.? I mean, do we have a limit to the amount of people that we can have proselytized? And an intelligent creature, yeah. So a single one. You beguile a nearby creature into serving you loyally. Okie doke. We're just going to scoot about your farm and nick some apples, buddy. All right? We could get paid for them, I guess. We could, you know, a fair day's work for a fair day's pay. It'd be like a penny an apple. Or we keep what we pick. Currently, we're not able to cook with specific ingredients, so keeping the apples might be unnecessary. Let's just go and sell them back to the... Here, we've got some... Where is he? He's buggered off. Okay, I'm keeping your apples, mate. Welcome to Balar. A scratched copper nugget. We've picked it up. Okay, let's go straight in and speak to the warden, Warden Nilhind. All live muscle and attentive vigilance, Nilhind becomes her occupation as the Warden of Balar. She wears an adapted suit of plate armour, its folds draping over her strong flanks, but her brown eyes betray another truth. Inside the body of this stout warrior hides an anxious and fearful foundron. Okie dokie. Hello. Oh, you don't want to chat yet, do you? Live and drink, Kendron. I am Hindriarch Ke. Welcome to Balar. It's nearly unprecedented for one such as you to pass by our scouts unaccosted, but these are unprecedented circumstances. I have a task for you. Are you interested? Yes. Good. We Hindran are a close-knit and staid people, and our safety depends on our solidarity. In order to preserve our safety and culture, we ask that any of our number who leave us never come back. Recently, one such exile took the treasure of our village, a bracelet named Kindrish, with her when she left. None of our number can leave to get it back, or it will be a violation of the values that I have guarded and the Hydriarchs before me for countless generations. Will you help us recover our treasure? We have a small cachet of valuables we can offer as a reward. I'll find your treasure. Excellent. I will do my best to reward you to your satisfaction. Though her name is sand in my mouth now, the exile who stole Kindrish is called Eshkind. She left a few weeks ago and took her sister and brother with her. I don't know where she's gone, but Warden Nilhind might, as they were close friends as children. Find the exile called Eshkind and retrieve Kindrish from her, even if the cost is the life of her and her siblings. Kindrish has been handed down over countless generations, and it belongs to my people, not any individual. Go, Kendron, speak to Warden Nilhind and find out where Eshkind is hidden. As you say, petals on the wind. We've completed the quest. Petals on the wind. Bonjour. The warden is lost in rumination. My apologies, Kendron. Live and drink. I'm Nilhind, Warden of Balar. How may I help you? Hindriarch Care told me you were once friends with Eshkind. We were, yes, we were close. I can scarcely believe that she would be capable of doing such a thing. Stealing our greatest treasure? Eshkind wouldn't possibly. But if Grando says it, it must be so. Do you know where Eshkind and her siblings might have gone? Esk and I had a place. There's a path to the north that leads to the remains of a lightning-struck tree made hollow by fire from above. It was the furthest from the village either of us had ever been, until I attended the first warden's moot. She and I would spend time there back then. Perhaps she is there now, but I don't dare check. I will look there, thank you. We won't wander around the village because that will pick up some stuff that we don't currently want to pick up. So we will go and take some free food, though. A graffiti table. Rhodos eventually reached Pyrrha, but the Putus temper. We'll eat some mala soup. Cheers, boys. Preserve that fresh food. We said to the north, did it not? So do we exit via the road to the north? I believe we do. Oh, good. We have some friends here. We're going to go down and take them with us and see what we can do. Right. Let's laze. No, we'll take a step up here. We will intimidate all around us. And then we will begin our sundering of minds. Die, piggy. Let's do some menacing stare here. He becomes afraid. And then we will start lasing those others around us. Goodbye. All around us, the corpses of our foes. Listen, friend. I would very much like you to bugger off. We're going to take you down here to take on some of my friends. How you doing? Are you still fine? You're a dead turtle. A dead tortoise. Some feathered bark armor. Nice. It would grant us 250 reputation with birds. Something that we don't currently need, but let's rest easy, boys. Yonder. Let us wander. Come now. Come down. Come now, fellows. Let's travel north. And hopefully we can find this tree that we're looking for. Oh, hi. Have you come for the party? A painted iron battle axe. In 3000 BR, Arta Letafa was challenged by a claimant to a duel over an ordinance mandating the practice of throwing bones to portend the future. He won and had the aspirant murdered. He was 65 years old. I'm going to grab that. And I'm going to lob it at somebody's face. Dagger will come in handy. And that bow. We'll get the bow as well. All these things. Boop. You got anything worth picking up? No. We'll continue travelling north then. Fellow travellers. Oh, I hate these piggies. I'm going to just back off a little bit and let other people deal with you, because I'm not in the mood for an arse kicking, quite frankly. I don't risk shooting my own friend with my laser eyes. Is he fine? He's fine. Oh, I might have to sunder your mind, my friend. Sunder mind of a tortoise. That one. I'm just going to dart off a little bit. Get some distance between me and a tortoise and see if we can't recover some of our skills a little bit. I think he's dead. Fine. Fine. And you, for jumping out of the ground and attacking me, I'm going to punch you in the face. I don't normally wake up and choose violence like that way, but like that way. There you go. We know how to English over here. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I don't know which one you are. Are you beguiled? You're proselytized, so we'll beguile you. I'm not keen on the fact that you have done that, but there is little else I can do. Let's see if we can give you some new items. What will be of use to you? We have no armor for you. We will find you some, though. I think that providing you with armor will be beneficial in the long run. He's got a club. He might be better with a club than anything, so we'll leave him with the club for now. Just for now. So he's beguiled, and the other chap is proselytized. We need to remember that so we don't accidentally lose one of our team. Hello there, fellow travellers. Just gonna have a little scout about your camp a second. Make sure there's no creepy dangers. Don't mind my friends. They're a little brutish, obviously, but friendly enough. Ooh, what's this? A crumpled sheet of paper. Let us look at this. The sheet of brinestalk pulp paper is covered by a shaky ink scrawl. It looks like it's been crumpled and uncrumpled many times. When all four limbs of mine do long to run, and this cruel world does not bring me sad and low. When weary mind cannot conceive of fun, and there's a line I clearly cannot toe. But then you stand resplendent and refined, and so my breath comes, like my heart too quick. So as I think perhaps you could be mine, that's when I see you and become lovesick. What need have we for tended fields of la? Our parents will not offer me your hand. What do we gain from felling trees by saw? Our village shall not ever understand. To know I cannot stay, and you cannot leave. I'm left with no recourse except to grieve. Ah, that's very sad. Intervene before the fate of the lovers is sealed. Return the love sonnet. Give the crumpled sheet of paper to its author or intended recipient. I believe I know who the author and recipient both be. Hello! Hello there, who are you? What do you want? The proud stance of this Hindran and the fire in her eyes immediately set those apart from the Servidian kinfolk. I don't really know what that word is. I'm going to say Servidian. It looks right. Those sharp green eyes peer out over the white-flecked reddish fur of her cheeks, and her split philtrum is the only deviation from the meticulously natural straight lines of her lips. Save for the leather braces on her arms, nothing she wears or wields is of Hindran make. Not the long-folded carbide blade in one hand, nor the emerald light dagger in the other. Not the scaly boots on all 4 feet, nor the chain hauberk draped over her chest. Ooh, that's a strong image that's been cast there. I am Hakas. Hindriarch Ke sent me. Ke? I'm shocked that she even deigned to speak my name. I'm a pariah now, beneath discussion. Does she demand remuneration for the scant supplies I stole? She says you stole Kendrish, the village treasure. Eskind bursts into forced, nervous laughter. Is that her angle? To claim that I stole Kindrish? Her influence must be waning more than I ever knew. What are you saying? What do you imagine I'm saying? The aging, ineffectual leader of a village in isolation, a system that strives to forget anyone who sees the outside, no matter how much its inhabitants strive for a better tomorrow? Balar's isolationism provides ideal patsies for any crime the Hindriarch chooses to commit. You think Keth stole the treasure? Aye, you Kendron are just as thick as the elders. I'd hoped otherwise. Yes, I'm suggesting that grand old Doe is trying to fool you, and the village as well. I'm not certain that she stole it herself, but an investigation might undermine her authority, and she cannot have that. What should I do then? The proof is in the petals, Kendron. You want justice, find out what really happened. If you find evidence, Warden Neelahind will support you. Speak to her. She is loyal to Grand Doe, but more loyal to the truth. I will return to the village and we will sort this out. The Hindriarch will have to tolerate my presence until my name is clear. I will. Live and drink. We've received the quest, Kith and Kin. I don't think that these guys will talk to me. If you've nothing you need of me, Kendron, I'd just as soon hold my peace. Okie dokie. You have nothing to trade. You have slugs. Can I, you know, partake of your fire? I do like your canvas folding chairs. Is it worth having a little pop down this hole here and seeing what might be down here? We'll have a quick look. A subterranean desert canyon. Not a cannon. Not a cannon at all. I think that this is a terribly awful place to have brought my friends. And I think something terribly awful might happen as a result of it. I'm going to leave them to fight that battle because I don't want to die. Take out the cobwebs, boys. Okay, that's fine. Nothing too exciting. Some cobwebs. Some lizards. We're not going to wander too far. I mean, I think that can only go wrong. Shrine to Meshid III, the wired kin of birds. Look at it. The shrine depicts a significant event from the life of the ancient Sultan Meshid III. Deep in the wilds of the compass-worshipping precinct of Tegar, Meshid III stumbled upon a clan of Beetles performing a secret ritual. Because of her wired visage, they accepted her into their fold and taught her their secrets. Excellent. We've also found a chest that has nothing of any use in it. Not to me, anyway. Spider-Man. Disappear. Some books, which are always good. Never turn your nose up at a book. Oh! I was a little concerned that might have finished us off there. Hi, friend. A trash monk. You have some artifacts and stuff that might be of use to me, but for now I will wait. Let us see. Should we spend our mutation point now? Should we spend it now? I think we should. I think we should spend our mutation point. Bosh. There we go. Ego protection. Through sheer force of will, you perform uncanny physical feats. Augments one physical attribute by an amount equal to twice your ego bonus. No. Spacetime vortex. You sunder spacetime, sending things nearby careening through a tear in the cosmic fabric. Summon a vortex that swallows everything in its path. You may enter the vortex to teleport to a random location in Kud. That could be really dangerous. Psychometry. You read the history of artifacts by touching them, learning what they do and how they were made. Unerringly identify artifacts up to complexity tier 4. Learn how to construct identified artifacts up to complexity tier 2. Must have the appropriate tinker power. And you may open security doors by touching them. No competition. That's the one. That's the one I want. Psychometry. Yes! And we will spend an attribute point at some other point. We will hold on to that for now. We'll hold on to that for now. How do we use psychometry? I mean, do we have any artifacts? Not currently. Not currently. We'll find some though. We'll find some. We'll get there. Hunchback is garbed. Us of our elder selves. I think wandering much further is probably a stupid idea. But alas, here I am, still doing it We take the strange tubes. Let us look at the strange tubes. Read history with psychometry. You flush with understanding of the artifact's past and determine it to be a metal folding chair. Good. And there is something about this. A graffiti table. Switch to the hall of the signal. Is it switch to the hall of the signal? Interrupts the incandescent stillness. Who knows? That could be what it says. I could just be making up the gibberishes. It's hard to tell if the game is procedurally generating text or if I'm procedurally reading it. We're just picking up metal folding chairs all over this place. We might have to invest in some tinker skills in order that we can, you know, make some use of our psychometry now. Otherwise, I don't know how much use we'll get out of it. I mean, any excuse to take a skill that we don't really need. Were there stairs going down anywhere? Not that I've located. I'm glad that we came down here, actually. I'm very glad we came down here. A giant oil weep. I think I would like to pick up some oil. Thank you. Is this just oil? Have we filled our water skins with oil? We have. I think we're a little overweight now. So it's not going to let me do anything that I want to do for a moment. So, hello, my friend. Interact. I would like to give you some items, if I may. I would like to give you several pounds worth of oil. If you could not die whilst carrying it, I would really appreciate it. Might it be worth us doing a bit of a teleport? Should we do a bit of a teleport? We could possibly use our Jopper recoiler. Get back to Jopper. Or we can just walk. Oh, there we go. We found another shrine, Meshid the Fourth. Acting against the prohibition of the practice, on the practice of worshipping the past, present and future, Meshid the Fourth led an army to the gates of Harvamer Grotto. She liberated its citizens, and they proclaimed her Sultan of Kud, dowering her with the Levant face. In her honour, they changed the name of Harvamer Grotto to Meshidgrad. Oh, that's very kind of them. I feel like we've explored everywhere, so I don't know where you're taking me. But it's going well, so no real problem. I'm not going to complain. Not going to complain. Doodly doop doo doop doo doop doo doo. Let's get out of here. Now, we need to return to Balar, which we will do like that. Quick and easy route. And then we will go and speak to our friend over here. Hello! Why is an exile standing in my village? Are you trying to play me for a fool? Eshkind claims to be wrongfully accused. The pariah claims to be wrongfully accused, and you believe her? She is obviously lying. Are all Kendron so gullible? There is no proof that she's lying. Fine, go to the warden then and have her solve this mystery. But know this, until a thief is found and Kindrish is recovered, I cannot reward you. You get nothing. Live and drink, friend. Live and drink to yourself. Hi, warden. Got a task for you. Why is Esk here? What's going on? Do you have Kindrish? No. Eshkind claims to be wrongfully accused. But what? You're the warden. You tell me. I don't know. Grando usually resolves Balar's disputes. I'm present to diffuse the violence or keep the peace through the threat of it. What do you think? I'm not going to tell you you're useless, but we will investigate and find the truth. Oh, well, yes, that's a good idea. You'll help, right? My axe arm and conviction are strong, but my deduction has never... But deduction has never been my greatest strength. I can answer questions about the people in town if that's helpful. It would. Could you answer some questions now? Yeah, apparently you can. What can you tell me about Hendriarch Ke? Ke is very wise and very careful, which makes up for her lack of strength or tact. She always knows what's right, and she runs a very tight shift. She hates clutter from work like nothing else, and cleans up any mess she makes unless it's a spill. Then she makes Keishine do it. It's because Grando has a terrible fear of standing pools of water, refusing to touch them. Copper and bronze afflict her with allergy sores and she can't touch them. She's too old to spar with me, but her bow arm still aims true. That's all I can think of for now. What can you tell me about Eshkind? Oh, she's a good person with strong convictions, or has always seemed so. I suppose that isn't helpful. Eshka's a good eye for detail. She hates water vine so much that she avoids the paddies and won't eat mats without lard broth to make it taste better. She's afraid of saltbacks. She's good at foraging and terrible at crafting. I've missed her so much. What can you tell me about Keishine? Keishine is completely loyal to Grando. We used to be friends, but his disposition has become so sour he was appointed her protector. But his disposition has become so sour since he was appointed her protector, and he's quite cold to me now. He can't see well in darkness. He's the holder of Ari, an unbreakable heirloom fire axe, and he's very skilled with it. Oh, he's terribly finicky about food. He'll only eat bland food and meat, and once, when he had a bad cough as a Faundren, a caretaker tried to feed him yuckweed. He kicked her so hard it dislocated her jaw. What do you know about the outsiders, the Kendron? Not very much. The only Kendron who are allowed in the village before you are traders, and it's always a very big fuss when one comes by. It's been a while since that happened, though, so any Kendron who have visited must have come in secret. I shall return to my investigation. So what we'll do is we'll wander about and pick up some stuff. We found a vine wafer sheaf, and we've stolen some lar petals. What is this? A worn leather bracer. This leather bracer is striated with streaks of dried body salt, the marks of heavy use. That's strange. This bracer is heavily worn, but surprisingly clean. Well, look at you. Muscle and hide, a face fixed in an unthinking glare, and a weapon upon his hip. His face fur aligns itself along the edges of his square-jawed scowl. You might feel guilty for thinking this Hydran a rank thug were he not so clearly enamoured of the role. Who are you? I'm Keishine, protector of Hendriarch Ke, the ground doe of Balar. May I ask you some questions? You may not. Does this poem belong to you? Do I look like a poet to you, Kendron? I suppose not. You got anything to trade? An iron buckler that I don't want. Hendriarch Ke. Though time has wizened and weakened the elder of Balar, still her gaze and voice are as strong as any Hindran in the hidden village. Stronger in truth, for hers is the final word on any matter pertaining to her people. In the name of tradition, she is Hendriarch. On the lips of her children, she is Grando. To all the villagers of Balar, she is law. Strong. It's a powerful, powerful woman. Let us wander the village and see what evidence we may find. Have you got anything? I believe this poem was meant for you. For me, are you sure? But this is a poem in Esk's handwriting. Are you sure this is for me? Yeah, please read it. Warden Nielheim takes the crumpled piece of paper. You've finished the step optional. Rescue an Empyrald? Love of the quest, love and fear. Eskind wrote this about me. How my head swims at these lavish words. If she wrote this and meant it for me, she must love me. But it can't be. Can it? It is. Live and drink. By the way, I've just outed you as being in love with somebody. Have a good day. Who are you? Isa Hind. Ah, a real-life Kendron here in our village. Live and drink, lovely friend. If you'd care to trade, I have a modest amount of local goods I can offer. You have a lot of leather braces here. I have all I need. Do you have anything to say to me, young man? Have you seen or heard anything peculiar? I saw a Kendran merchant the other day. They were being very sneaky, so I think they were meeting someone in secret. Isn't that interesting? That is very interesting. Thank you very much. How about you? Have you seen or anything peculiar? Sorry, seen or heard anything peculiar? By the eaters, how prosperous we've been. I've never seen the village so flush with fresh water. That's unusual. Have you seen or heard anything peculiar? Nope. How about you? The Kendran are becoming more brazen in their hostility. I've had to misdirect and fight them off several times this month alone. There's some pools of water scattered about the place. Have you seen anything? Nope. Nothing. Not a sausage. Abandoned in a tucked-away hut on Balar's outskirts, this enormous statue of Hornsfell languishes under a layer of withered vegetation. It depicts a majestic deer with one hoof raised from the ground, its human-like eyes judging its surroundings and finding them wanting. The metal plaque on the base of the statue hasn't fared well over the centuries, and the only glyphs you can make out are K, R, S, and H. Perfect. What awaits us down here? Hi, have you seen anything? Nothing. You've seen nothing. No, the people in this village walk around with their eyes closed. Hello, young man. Nothing. Have you seen anything? Don't run away from me. Just chasing children around the village. Ooh, some graffiti there. Make sure Sabara Fusile survives the attack. We'll just do a quick explore of the village from now. Whoever stole Kindrish didn't steal from the village stores. These chests are simply packed with dried vine wafers and water skins. I don't think we can take them. Can we? No. I think we've just about explored everything we can explore. There is not much of note. We will get... Do you know what? I can't do my investigating on an empty stomach, so... How are you and Eshkind? Oh, Hakas, I'm so happy. I can scarcely believe she loves me. Much less that we could be together, but it's true. Wherever we go from now on, we go together. May your journeys favour you. Live and drink. Should we go and ask if she's okay with what we just did? How are things with Nilhind? Things are good. Better than I dreamed. I owe you so much for your intervention, Hakas. I still can't quite believe that my feelings are requited. I am at once elated and terrified, but this is good. My future is brighter now. Good. Good. And it doesn't matter that you're out of the village because you're a thief. I'm ready to accuse the thief. Foundrin saw a merchant from outside the village sneaking around, indicating recent trade. Signs of trade seemingly hidden from the village, but that can't be your only evidence. I found a worn-out bracer abandoned near Keeshind's bedroll. This does indicate that some kind of craft transpired, and Keeshind was trying to hide it. I found the village stores of Balar untouched. Ishkind must have traded something for her basics. This does indicate that some kind of trade transpired and each kind was trying to hide it. I have questions for you. Who might have stolen Kindrish? The Hangdrak is the most likely suspect. In my opinion. She might have kept it for herself or sold it. I've been suspicious of her pet bodyguard Keyshine for years. I wouldn't put it past him to steal the treasure himself. That said, it might have been an outsider like you. I doubt any of the villagers had the nerve to steal such a valuable object, but I suppose it's faintly possible. But it wasn't Nilahind. You won't find a purer heart in all of Kud than hers. What evidence should I be looking for? Objects out of place? Certainly. Balar produces little and sees almost no violence, so signs of the outside world should be easy to find. You may wish to talk to the villagers too. My people are starved for entertainment. Gossip travels fast and we are all notoriously poor liars. I have questions for you. Why was Eskind exiled? She exiled herself by leaving Balar. Our codes demand that no Hindran who leaves us ever return. I have further questions. Who is your bodyguard? Keyshine is a good boy. He's lost his parents years ago, but has been like a son to me. Now his axe arm is strong where mine is not, so he lends it. Is Nilahind a good warden? Warden Nilahind attends to her duties admirably. She is not terribly assertive, but she needs not be. I'm surprised she's going along with this outsider-led investigation, but she's always had her soft spot for the exile. Okay, is it randomly told me that I thought I heard splashing from a fight in the marsh grids, but I couldn't find anybody. Is there anybody we haven't spoken to yet? One of Balar's scouts heard a fight in the water vine paddies, indicating recent violence. Signs of violence seemingly hidden from the village, but that can't be your only evidence. Rumour has it that the village is flush with water, perhaps because Ke made a big trade. Grando cannot swim, and panics even near the shallow pools of our paddies. I cannot imagine she would make splashing noises without adding screaming noises to them. Let's have a look at people and see if anybody looks wet. Dried body salt. The Balar scouts have had trouble with violent Kendrin. What if one slipped by? This does indicate some kind of violence transpired and a Kendrin was trying to hide it. That's right. By concealing craft and violence, it was a Kendrin who stole Kindrish. The evidence is clear. Eshkind did not steal Kindrish. In fact, I believe that no Hindran was responsible for its theft, but one of the Kendrin who permeated our borders well before our investigator arrived. Any of them could have committed the theft. Eshkind is free to go, and I'm going with her. I cannot serve under Hindriac care while my beloved returns to exile. I have no doubt that Balar will thrive in my absence, as it did before I became warden. Live and drink, my kin. Ooh, none of these things are any good to us. We'll go for the obsidian crease. It's the closest that we've got to something that we'll be able to use. Good. We're carrying too much to move. Here, you. I've got something for you. Have some junk. A painted iron battle axe. You can have that. I want you to have it. I want you to have it, my friend. Are you leaving, guys? Have you actually left? Oh my goodness. Some help you are. Now our village lacks a warden. How are we to protect ourselves? That's not my fault. That is not my fault. Berate. Do we have berate? We do not. Oh, you're not happy with me? Well, I could give a fuck. That's not an outcome of this quest that I've ever had before. I've had various people accused of committing the crime. I've never had it been an outsider, so that was eventful. I quite like that. But alas, the quest is complete. Let's have a look and see if there's any anything we want to buy. Any skills, I mean. Tinkering. Do we want to... Let's have a quick look at our mutation for psychometry. How does that work? You read the history of artifacts by touching them, learning what they do and how they were made. Unerringly identify artifacts up to complexity tier 6. Learn how to construct them up to complexity tier 4. So... if we have... should we get tinkering for that then? But we will never be intelligent enough to do it. Unless it means that we just need to be a tinkerer. I assume that that's what it means. I could be well wrong though. Currently all we need... The best thing we can get from it is easily identifying artifacts regardless of how difficult they are and then being able to sell them because we know about them and we know their history. Job done. Perfect. And that is job done for today. We've completed our quest in Balar. We have, we've got somebody off of a crime they did not commit or did commit, but we presented the wrong evidence. Who knows? We will never know. That's just how it goes in Could. I've been Arsenic Candy Gaming. You've been bloody marvellous as always. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. I'm begging you, please. Do the liking. Do the commenting. It makes me so happy to come in and see how glad people have been that we're still making Caves of Could videos and people are happy to see that we're doing Esper builds. It's good. It's been fun for me. It's something that I've not explored too deeply because I like having multiple arms and lopping people's limbs off. So you take care now. We'll see you on the next episode. Bye-bye.